Your chili plants are turning light green and you're convinced that it's a lack of nitrogen. But adding fertilizer now could make the problem 10 times worse. I remember my early days of growing, watching seedlings lose their color and immediately reaching for the nutrients. After growing thousands of chilies over the last 2 decades, I've discovered the #1 reason that seedlings lose their color isn't what gardening books are telling you. It's a simple mistake that a large percentage of new growers make, and the solution? It's counterintuitive. Fixing it requires doing less, not more, a lesson I wish I'd learned a lot sooner. You might think you're being kind to your seedlings by watering them every day, but what's actually happening inside the pot might shock you. Many gardeners assume more water equals more care, but for your chili seedlings, this well-intentioned habit could be causing those pale green leaves you're worried about. When soil stays constantly wet, it creates a cascade of problems that directly affect how your plants access nutrients. Soil isn't just dirt, it's a complex ecosystem with air pockets that roots depend on. Each time you water, you're filling those pockets. And if you water again before they've had a chance to drain and dry slightly, your plants are essentially drowning from the roots up. Waterlogged soil is like a sponge that never gets wrung out. The roots can't breathe, and even if your soil contains plenty of nitrogen, your plants simply cannot use it. It's like having a full fridge, but your door is locked, and your chili seedlings are starving in the midst of plenty. Healthy roots should be white and firm, actively seeking nutrients throughout the soil. Overwatered roots turn brown and mushy, essentially rotting in place and failing to function. These damaged roots can't transport nitrogen, even if it's abundant in your soil mix. Excessive water also washes away soluble nitrogen before your struggling roots can absorb it. This leaching effect strips your soil of nutrients with each watering. The oxygen-poor conditions promote bacteria that converts nitrate into gas that escapes into the air. The solution is simple: the finger test. Think of it as checking your plant's pulse. Before reaching for that watering can, insert your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry at that depth, water thoroughly until it drains from the bottom. If it's still moist, wait another day. Now, there are a few caveats to this. I would make sure that you're potting up correctly and you're not putting a tiny plant into a massive pot, but that's for another video and I'll link to one down below. Adding more fertilizer to waterlogged soil often makes pale seedlings worse, not better. You're creating toxic salt concentrations that further stress your plants, and your plants can't handle this combination of drowning and salt burn. Correcting your watering schedule is the first step in the diagnostic journey. Even after addressing overwatering, which causes root suffocation and nutrient uptake problems, yellowing leaves may persist. Experienced growers often mistake magnesium deficiency for nitrogen problems. The secret lies in examining exactly how the leaves are yellowing, a pattern that tells a completely different story about what your seedlings are desperately trying to tell you. Let's become plant detectives for a moment. While nitrogen deficiency creates a uniform yellowing that starts with older leaves, magnesium deficiency looks markedly different. What you'll notice is something called interveinal chlorosis, where the leaf tissue between the veins turns yellow while the veins themselves remain green. It creates this distinctive marbled appearance, like a natural leaf artwork with the green veins running through the yellow tissue, quite different from the uniform paleness of nitrogen issues. This distinction matters tremendously because the solutions are completely different. For magnesium deficiency, you don't need more nitrogen-rich fertilizer. Instead, a simple Epsom salt solution does the trick. Mix 1 tablespoon of Epsom salts in 5 liters of water and apply it as a foliar spray. I would do this maybe once a week if you're noticing magnesium deficiency. Your soil's pH level is another critical factor that gets overlooked. For chili plants, you want to maintain a pH between 6 and 6.5. I like to hover around 6.2, 6.4, depending on the growth stage. Outside this range, nutrients can become chemically locked in the soil, present but completely unavailable to your plants. Other key nutrient deficiencies each have distinctive visual signals. Iron deficiency creates yellowing starting with the youngest leaves. Phosphorus deficiency shows purple tinting on the leaf undersides. And calcium issues appear as distorted new growth. When you fix these issues, patience becomes your best ally. Focus on new growth as your success indicator, as it should show proper coloration within 1 to 2 weeks. So what have we learned today? Your most powerful growing tool isn't expensive fertilizer or fancy equipment. It's simply your finger and the patience to test soil moisture properly before watering. Nature has engineered chili plants with remarkable adaptability to dry conditions. Their root systems will seek moisture, and they function most effectively when they have periods to partially dry between waterings. The delicate balance of moisture and air at the root zone determines your success. When in doubt, lean towards the drier side. Your plants will reward you with vibrant growth and abundant harvests. Don't rush to feed. In fact, I don't feed until about 6 to 8 weeks after I've finally potted up my plants. Surprisingly, research shows that around 70% of plant problems stem from water management issues, not nutrient deficiencies, as many assume. Share your own watering experiences down in the comments below. And until the next video, thank you for watching and stay spicy.